Shalom, good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu dubs the successive victories versus Iran as a new Purim miracle. U.S. President Donald Trump warns we are down to the final moments vis-a-vis Iran's nuclear program. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei cautions the United States against striking Iran. Israel is celebrating the festival of Purim, which commemorates the redemption of the Jewish people from Persian annihilation, as is recounted in the biblical scroll of Esther. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu joined police cadets for a biblical reading of the scroll, underscoring a new significance to the story of Esther.
לקרוא את המגילה הזאת, כל פעם זה חוויה, אבל השנה זה חוויה מיוחדת. משום שמגילת אסתר זה ספר גאולה של העם היהודי מול הצוררים שקמים עלינו לכלותנו לכל דור ודור. בפרס, לפני 2500 שנה, קם עלינו צורר שרצה להשמיד ולאבד ולהחריט את זרע היהודים מעל פני האדמה. עכשיו, 2500 שנה לאחר מכן, קם לעם היהודי צורר באותה ארץ. וגם הוא רוצה להשמיד ולאבד את זרע היהודים מעל פני האדמה. וקמו לנו גיבורים כמוכם, הגיבורים של העם שלנו, ובתחבולות ובגבורה ובאומץ לב, הפכנו את הקערה על פיה, ואנחנו שוברים את ציר פרס. זה מה שקורה בימים האלה. כאילו ההיסטוריה חוזרת על עצמה, לפחות העם הוא אותו עם. וגם ההיסטוריה חוזרת על עצמה, בנס פורים החדש. הנס הזה הוא בזכותכם, בזכות חיילינו הגיבורים, לוחמינו הגיבורים, השוטרים והשוטרות, שבלמו את האסון בגבורה אין קץ, וישבנו מלחמה שערה.
It's important to know that while Israel celebrates its redemption per the biblical book of Esther, the standoff between the United States, Israel versus the Islamic Republic of Iran is evidently intensifying, with prospects of a confrontation evidently drawing near. This was explicitly stated by U.S. President Donald Trump last week.
There'll be some interesting days ahead, that's all I can tell you. You know, we're down to final strokes with Iran. That's going to be an interesting time. And we'll see what happens. But we're down to the final moments. We're at final moments. You can't let them have a nuclear weapon.
The United States is keen on reaching a diplomatic solution that would prevent the Ayatollah regime from attaining nuclear weapon capabilities. In a letter sent by the American leader to the Islamic Republic's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, President Trump reportedly leveled a scathing warning of far-reaching consequences if the obstinate rejection of diplomacy persists. However, in response, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is seemingly digging in, blatantly claiming he had not received any letter. Moreover, Khamenei claimed that while he regards the United States as an untrustworthy actor, the leader of the terror regime in Tehran explicitly stressed that talks with the United States would only reinforce tensions upon the Islamic Republic.
بعضیا در داخل همون مسئله مذاکره رو هی تشدید میکنن. آقا چرا جواب نمیدید؟ چرا مذاکره نمیکنید؟ چرا نمیشینید با آمریکا باشیم؟ من میخوام عرض بکنم اگر هدف از مذاکره رفع تحریم، مذاکره با این دولت آمریکا رفع تحریم نخواهد کرد. یعنی تحریم ها رو بر نمیده. گره تحریم ها رو کوردر خواهد. فشار رو افزایش خواهد داد. مذاکره با این دولت فشار رو افزایش خواهد. من چند روز قبل از این توی صحبت مسئولینم گفتم مطالب جدید رو مطرح میکنن، طبقات جدید رو مطرح میکنن، مطالبات زیاده خواهانه جدید رو مطرح میکنن. مشکل بیش از اونچه که امروز هست خواهد. مذاکره بنابراین هیچ مشکلی رو حل نمیکنه، هیچ گره‌ای رو باز نمیکنه.
At the backdrop of intermittent chants by his followers calling for the death of America, death of Israel, and death of England, Ayatollah Khamenei warned the United States not to confront Iran militarily.
تهدید میکنه آمریکا به نظامیگری. این تهدید به نظر من غیر عاقلانه است. یعنی جنگ، ایجاد جنگ، ضربه وارد کردن یک طرفه نیست. ایران قادر به زدن ضربه متقابل هست و قطعاً این ضربه رو وارد خواهد کرد. معتقدم اگر چنانچه یه حرکت غلطی از طرف آمریکایی‌ها و عواملشون سر بزنه، اونی که بیشتر ضرر میکنه اونا هستن. البته جنگ چیز خوبی نیست، ما دنبال جنگ نیستیم، اما اگر چنانچه کسی اقدام کرد برخورد ما برخورد قاطع و حتمی است.
The Iranian supreme leader went on to claim that if he would decide to attain nuclear weapon capabilities, the Islamic Republic could achieve that goal, and irrespective of President Trump's remarks, the United States could not prevent it.
در مورد سلاح هسته‌ای که گفته میشه نمیذاریم ایران به سلاح هسته‌ای دست پیدا کنه. ما اگر میخواستیم سلاح هسته‌ای درست کنیم، آمریکا نمیتوانست جلو ما رو بگیره.
In light of Ayatollah Khamenei's claim, it is important to re-highlight deep concern articulated by the International Atomic Energy Agency Director General Rafael Grossi in reports he had circulated amongst member states of the agency's Board of Governors, explicitly stating in a restricted document on the Non-Proliferation Treaty Safeguards Agreement with the Islamic Republic of Iran that the significantly increased production and accumulation of high-enriched uranium by Iran, the only non-nuclear weapon state to produce such nuclear material, is of serious concern. Moreover, Grossi repeatedly amplified that Iran was not cooperating with the agency on inspections, and where it had cooperated on open probes, quote, Iran has neither provided technically credible explanations for the presence of uranium particles of anthropogenic origin at undeclared locations in Iran, nor informed the agency of the current locations of the nuclear material and or of the contaminated equipment involved. Therefore, the IAEA Director General determined that the agency will not be in a position to provide assurance that Iran's nuclear program is exclusively peaceful. Nevertheless, during a trilateral meeting on Iran's nuclear program by delegates from China, Russia, and the Islamic Republic, Tehran's Deputy Foreign Minister and Chief Nuclear Negotiator blatantly claimed that the Ayatollah regime's nuclear program was under immense scrutiny by the IAEA.
Iranian nuclear program is peaceful in nature. It is under the surveillance of the International Atomic Energy Agency. Iran is receiving huge inspections from the IAEA, and our nuclear program has never been diverted to non-peaceful purposes.
Beijing's top diplomat, for his part, urged the West at large, and the United States in particular, to lift sanctions against Iran as soon as possible, which would pave the way to diplomacy.
今天三国副外长成功举行了中国、伊朗、俄罗斯关于伊朗核问题的北京会晤，并发表了联合声明，这是朝着正确方向迈出的重要一步。我们还会同伊朗核问题的其他各方加强沟通，推动他们展示政治诚意，早日回归复谈。和平仍可争取，不能轻言放弃。单边制裁只会激化矛盾，对话谈判才是唯一的选择。
It is important to know that the third-party nation to be most affected by the Trump administration's maximum economic pressure campaign is no other than China, which had enjoyed over 90% of all energy product exports by the Islamic Republic of Iran. Meanwhile, the navies of Russia, China, and the Islamic Republic of Iran concluded a trilateral exercise in the Gulf of Oman, dubbed Maritime Security Belt 2025, during the course of which they had conducted joint maneuvers and drilled the inspection and release of a vessel hijacked by simulated terrorists, per Russia's defense ministry. In its statement, the Russian Defense Ministry further noted, quote, "For 2 days, the crews of the warships conducted both daytime and nighttime live-fire exercises, using heavy machine guns and small arms to engage targets simulating unmanned boats and aerial drones of a mock adversary." It concluded by highlighting that after successfully completing the naval phase of the drills, the ships returned to the port of Chabahar in the Islamic Republic of Iran, where a final assessment and closing ceremony took place. Thank you for watching TV7 Israel News. TV7 Israel is a non-profit ministry with all of our productions exclusively reliant on your generosity. Therefore, if you're blessed by the content of our programs, I would like to encourage you to support TV7 Israel. You can do so by donating via our website at www.tv7israelnews.com. Separately, I'd like to encourage you as ever, pray for the peace of Jerusalem and salvation of Israel. I'm Jonathan Hessen, wishing you a Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach v'Chag Purim Sameach, and God willing, we'll see you during our next update. Until then, Shalom from Jerusalem.